So as we stand and we're working in your energy, and this is part of what we do as well, because we are all three of us healers, you are receiving energy from us. Whether they're touching, whether Diane and Roseanne are touching you or not, we're still receiving energy, okay? The heaviness that's within your heart, we're asking that they remove it from you. Knowing that your loved one that's crossed over is always with you, okay? You may feel lost, you may feel alone, and they're telling me that it's okay. That you have every right to feel the feelings that you're feeling, and it's time for you to let go. That's not to say that you can't cry, you can't mourn, you can't be sad, you can't be upset. Every right, you have every right to do so. What they're asking you to do is to find happiness. Did you plant flowers recently? Okay. When I see yellow flowers, okay. Because they're talking about the flowers that you're planting, I see yellow. When you go out there and you work in those gardens and you plant those flowers and you see them come to fruition, what they want you to do is to sit with them. Yeah. I want you to sit with the sunflowers. You plant them, you plant them. Sit with the flowers, okay? And know she's with you. Okay? Sometimes when our energy, when our burden is so heavy, when our sadness is so heavy, you know, for us again as healers, it's kind of hard to figure out who's coming in for you. We just know there's a heaviness. Okay? And we want to clear that for you. I see that there's, when I come as I look through, there's a beautiful little angel who's working around you. Okay? And the colors that she comes in are like a yellow and pink mixed. Beautiful, beautiful, high vibration, high energy. I would really like to see you open up your heart. How old is she? Because I see her playing. I see this energy playing. And she wants you to know that she's fine. That she's okay. That she made her transition. And she's playing. And there's also a little boy over there. Did you lose a little boy as well? He lost a brother. Because she's with him and they're playing. Okay? No matter the age that we cross over, sometimes we need to find that joy. And when we find that joy, we aren't 25, we aren't 50, we aren't 70. We go back to the young self, the self that made us happy. And we find that joy. Okay? We continue to move forward from there.
I just see that they try to sing in nature, things to get your attention. It comes in like a representation of a dove, which is of a pure spirit, a heavenly spirit. And they try to get your attention. They want you to look up. It's like you're just looking down. You're so burdened. I mean, I feel tilted this way, like my heart is so heavy. And they keep trying to get you to look up and see this. You know, look at nature, look at the birds, hear the birds. Start to bring yourself up out of this sadness. It doesn't serve you. And they're concerned about you. They want you to come out of this. And they keep sending things in your path to make you look, to distract you, draw your attention, make you laugh, make you smile. And you got to start to notice. You've got to release, holding on, feel like you've got a grip on this hurt. And they want you to start to release finger by finger. Start to release. Because it's not serving you, it's not serving them. And they really want you to be happy. And even now that we know this is you, it's lightened up over here. It's lightened up right here. Is it okay with you? And Father, bless the Holy Spirit, in the name of our Savior, Christ Jesus, we ask that you reach in and touch her heart, and that you let her know there with her, that the mourning can cease, that she's going to release the grip and the sadness, and let the joy come in, and learn to celebrate life, learn to celebrate the life that they share. Learn to celebrate that their spirit is now free, soaring, happy, and joyful. And once you reach that point, you'll start to have a revelation of that feeling in your heart. And you'll find that you cannot even step back into that sadness because you'll begin to understand They're at a place of peace. They're at a place of plenty, abundance, all that is good, all that is love. And that is what it is all about. It is love. And then please try to open your eyes, lift your head, lift your chin, and look at these signs that they're sending you, even in the beauty of the flowers that you planted. These are all signs. And I will continue to hold you in my prayers. God bless you, sweetheart. God bless you. So I have you were here for a reason today. Prayer needed, you said you needed that message. And you go into the next days, into the next month, you start to release this thing. It's not serving you. I'm concerned about you. You're the concerned about you. So step into the life, step into the joy. It's waiting for you. They're already in it. They're at the party. They're waiting for you to be at the party here with us. All right? With us. God bless.
Alrighty, so as we thank all spirit and energy that has come to be with us tonight, we ask that you remember that your loved ones are connected with you, that they are with you, they are a whisper in the wind. They do not need to be that big booming voice that comes in, but they are a whisper, and they are gentle. Say hi to them and walk with them. I have to do a Q&A now. So, how are we at? How much time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Who has a question? Go ahead.
Today in my bedroom I found a pin that was an organ donor pin that I got from when my ex-husband passed my daughter's father. And
Yeah, you're saying hi.
saying hi.
It's as simple as that. He's saying hi to you. When we receive things like that, that's what we need to do, because they're giving us gifts. You know, it's giving us gifts.
Anything for my daughter from him?
I told you yes. Because I just completely, when they said stop, I just kind of cut the ties. So just know that he's around. If I can give you anything, know that he's around. Give her the pin. Give her the pin. Tell her it's a remembrance of him. You know, have it sit on her bureau, or if she wants to wear it, put it on her hand. You know, whatever she wants to do with it. But just know that he's around. Sometimes, like I said, you know, we always wait for these big, you know, revelations that they're here, and they're always here. Okay? So thank you, Mr.
I am consistently seeing robins. Now, I know it's springtime, but I'm constantly getting that feeling a lot of things going on, that transformation. And I just wondered.
That's what they are. The robins are transformation, growth, like robins, cardinals, and blue jays. You know, blue jays are spiritual growth, robins are growth. So when you see them, they're just
Coming
saying,
out to the window.
yeah, that's what they're doing. And what you do is you just say, thank you. That's what I do. Like I had a beautiful blue jay fly into one of my bird feeders this morning. I just thank them for being there. Because that's what they're doing. They're just giving you awakening.
Do you get any feelings? I have a lot of big life-altering changes going on.
I'm so sorry. Like I said, as soon as they told me Q&A, it's like I just pulled right in. Yeah, it's just because they're kind of cutting us off.
I believe the robins are a sign of hope, and I think that the robins are telling me, be hopeful of the things that are coming up. That's the first thing I got when you said that. Hope.
I have a lot of struggles in my life, and every time I let out into is there anybody that's so close to my family that has messaged me?
I'm so sorry. No, just listen to what they're giving you, okay? I'm not tuning in, but what I'm telling you is to listen what they're giving you. When they come through, like Mom was here earlier, listen. You know, Mom probably has a whole lot of pointers on things that she would do financially. You know, cut here, cut there, doing. That's what she wants you to do.
I have a friend who's very sick with cancer, metastasized, and she didn't want to be married. And I know she's getting very close. Is there anybody who has a message for me for her?
So I will put Yvonne's name in our handbook, but hold tight. She has to hold tight. Hold tight. I don't know what that means. That's all I keep hearing is hold tight 3 times in her, hold tight.
Our emotions make our really.
Okay.
And
And they're
trying
going
to
to.
experience change in mind, and then going to find language, and she's saying, I don't know this body, I don't know this to be, you know,
Sometimes, especially when we have somebody who's sick and they're getting ready to cross over and transition, you know, a lot of what we need to do is we have to remember we have to listen to them. Okay? And even when she's in those stages of when we think they're unconscious or they're not aware because they're so on morphine or whatever it is, talk to them. Don't treat them like they're just a body and nobody, they can't hear, they can't see, they can't do anything, because they are very much aware. Their spirit's aware, their energy's aware, they're very much aware. Talk to them. But she has to hold tight. It's just a matter of, you know, she has to say what she needs to say, but say it in love. Say it in love. Yeah. And that's just, you know, that's what I would tell somebody as, you know, a counselor, a reverend, a minister. Say what you can say it in love. She has to hold tight to that. She can. Also, you're on.
Yeah.
Angels. 4s are angels. 4s are definitely angels. Every time you see them, just say thank you. If you're being woken up at 4:44, say hey, thanks. You know, that's what I do. I look at the clock and I say thanks. That's what you do. But it's definitely angel time. That's why I call it angel time.
Here's, I think, a great question, kind of to end it.
Go ahead.
How to develop trust in your own signs, what's coming to you, what your interpretation is.
That's a great question. She's asking about how you develop trust in your own signs and things that are coming through for you personally. And it's just that. It's when you see a cardinal, you go, oh, that means growth. Google it. You know, like Roseanne said, Google it. Okay? And see, Robin means this. Okay, thank you. So when you keep seeing Robin over and over and over again, when you see dimes over and over and over again, when you see whatever, when you see them over and over again. It's not just because it's coincidence that it's happening. Spirit's giving it to you. You know, but the more that you acknowledge Spirit and what they've done for you or what they're bringing to you, the more they'll give it to you. Okay? That's what you have to do.
Also, be aware of the thought before the thought. If something pops in your head, you ask a question, the thing that pops in your head before you thought about it is the intuition coming to you. If you thought about it, then it's sketchy. It's quick. So you have to just be very aware and be alert, so that you ask something or anything, whatever pops in. And I'm sure you've had that experience before, where something just pops in out of nowhere, but then we override it with our thoughts. That's intuition, and that's where
Trust to me is the key.
well, you'll validate it. That's how I felt. I felt that when they told me that, I kept watching and listening, and I validated it. It never came out wrong.
No, write it down.
Practice.
Practice, write it down. Write down whatever you're getting, however you're getting it. I think you're my last one.
I just have a quick question. I've been thinking about my mom and my sister that are on the other side a lot lately, and I have dreams, especially about my mom. I don't really remember much about them, and just wondering, like, do you pick up on anything they're trying to tell me or anything?
Well, sometimes when you have dreams and things and you can't remember when you're in a awake state, it's because it's really not necessary for you to remember why you're in a awake state. It's that they're giving you gifts, you know, in the quiet time. Because sometimes when Spirit comes in and they want to give you a message, you know, maybe we're not accepting of that message. And I know it's your mother, it's your sister, you know, you want to hear from them and you want to, so know that whatever it is that they're giving to you in your dreams, ask for a recall. You know, we can go to bed at night and put our head on the pillow and say, if I have any dreams tonight, please allow me to remember. And put a notepad next to your table so that when you have a dream and you're waking up, you can just scribble it down real quick. And ask for the recall throughout the day. You know, we have to remember, we're in charge of this. This is ours, we are totally in charge of it. Nobody else can take control of it. So what we ask and what we need from the universe is going to give. Okay? But because of the human conditioning, you know, we're told, well, you're not going to remember your dreams, so just forget it. No, you ask to have that recall. You know, ask for Spirit to come to you. Ask for the signs to come to you. We are in total control. And as you open up to the energy more, you'll remember.
I know now that you're talking, it just feels more like love, like there's
Absolutely.
love, and like during the day, it feels more like a sadness that I miss them and I'm thinking of them. But then when I wake up, I feel love and I feel like I was with them. And I just think, no, you want to tell me something?
Because you could be with them. Because, just because we're dreaming and we're in bed doesn't mean we're not with them. And sometimes, I think it's kind of going back to what I said is, we can accept things better in a sleep state than we can when we're in a wake state. Because you're awake, you're sad, you want the physical connection, you want them right there, you want to be able to ask a question, you want to be able to talk to them. So we have all that human stuff going on in our mind, but when we're sleeping, we think we're sleeping. We're really not. We're really doing a whole lot of other stuff. And you're receiving the energy of that. So it's good. What's 10/26 for you? October 26th?
Well, my sister's birthday is, it's very close to that.
Okay.
It's the 25th. And she's the one that passed away that I'm thinking about.
Okay, so I'm a day off.
I actually, I'm so bad with dates.
That's okay. That's
I feel bad saying that.
It's just validation. It's validation.
Yeah.
That's connecting psychically with you. You can do mediumship. Mediumship comes one way, psychic comes another way. So just psychically, I heard, ask her what that was. So I did.
Thanks for her to pay attention when you first wake up. So don't get caught up in trying to remember the whole dream. Just notice as soon as you're coming out of that dream state, you know that you had that dream with them in it. How do you feel right then as you're waking up? Usually you will feel loved or you feel happy or maybe they made you laugh. That's what they came for. They're sharing that with you, they're lifting your spirit. Pay attention to that in the moment, in that waiting time. That's your whole message right there. And then as you go through the day, you won't feel that missing. You'll just keep reliving how good that felt, or how loving it felt.
Thank you.
All right, I'm taking two more. I got two more. So I got you and you. Let me take her first, and I'll come to you, and then we're gonna.
All right, before you do that, I just want to remind everybody that you were given an evaluation form when you came in. If you would please take a minute while Judy finishes up to fill them out, because we are looking for your suggestions of other presentations that you would like to see in addition to evaluating tonight.
So what was your question?
Just quickly, so I'm curious who you think might have been preliminary and
I think it's your guides. Your guides are trying to lift you up because you're sinking. That was what I got. This isn't, I'm not reading you now, but what I got when you had first said that, it's you're sinking. And I don't mean you're sinking like you're sinking physically, energetically. They want you to lift up. Okay? They're pulling you, it's like a puppet string, it's like a puppeteer. They're going like this, like she's
related to my spine.
that could be related to your spine. If you have spine trouble and that totally resonates with you, take it. Because I'm a channel for the energy, So how I may see things or how I may get things is one way. How you know it to be is a whole other thing. So I can see it one way, you can see it another way. I saw them lifting you up. So if that makes sense, go with it. Okay, thank you, thanks for it.
My son's back is still under renovation. And we're told to have it because day in, day out, always like that. You don't want to go home. So what I did was I actually contacted Bucks County to get involved in the county.
Okay.
He told me that you were something serious.
Yeah.
I like call her, yeah.
No, later, I would too. Can I talk to you then? Yeah, I'll talk to you after. Because I don't want to, that means I'm reconnected and a whole bunch of people are already jealous and you're like, well, why didn't you do that for me? So well, we can talk after. Okay. So I'm going to thank again Loretta and the New Hope Methodism Society and Hillsborough Church for having us. If you have any questions, you can reach us through either my website, which has yourguidetoserenity.com. All one word, yourguidetoserenity.com. My phone number's on the web. It's pretty easy to get a hold of. All you gotta do is Google my name and there's the number.
Why don't you tell about the gathering?
The gathering is second 4 Sundays of the month. It's at Woodbury Friends Meeting House. And what we do is we start with the Our Father simply because a lot of people know what the Our Father is. We have a lot of, it's a spiritualist religion, but people come from all walks of life and religion to this. I have people who go to Catholic church in the morning and they come to me in the afternoon. you know? Presbyterian doesn't matter, everybody comes. So what we do is we do the Our Father, we do a prayer for spiritual healing. We have healers that are certified healers who do laying on of hands, healing work, and Reiki energy work. And then we do a talk or a topic. Usually, if it's not myself, I have speakers. Any of the things that I do is generally channeled information. I channel in the morning, I write it down, you get it in the afternoon, or I have a speaker come in. After we finish with that, we do a collection, and then we give messages from Spirit. So there are mediums who are certified who give messages to everyone.
Give that website.
It's on my website.
Did you say the first and so Sunday?
I'm sorry?
Did you say the first and so?
Second and fourth. Always the second and fourth. It doesn't matter what the weather is, doesn't matter what the holiday is, it is always the second and fourth.
At 1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes. Guide, they're asking about the protection prayer. Guide me. Guard me. Guard. To guard. Shield. Guard. Protect. And keep. So it's guard me, guide me, protect me, and keep me. And you might say, well, who are you calling on when you say those things? I call on my angels. I don't feel as though we have to name everybody that's working with us, that's with us. I have a group of people working with me. I don't need to know if it's Michael, Raphael, Joseph. It just doesn't matter. Because what I know is that I hold the energy for the highest and best. So, you know, I do know some of my guides. I don't know them all. I don't know what questions they are because, you know, to me it's not important. What's important is that they're there and they have my back. So, but yeah, guide me, guard me, protect me, keep me. All right. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that was wonderful, and so I just want to remind you to try to finish out the questionnaires. There you go. Put them in the red box. And we're going to have our next meeting next month. And thank you all for coming. And I hope to see you next month. Good night.
Yeah.